what is a parent coach and how does that help? First thing that comes to mind is like behavioral things and how can we help support our little ones. Managing behavior and managing sometimes our expectations of what's appropriate for certain age levels, where their brain is developed. So there's a lot of education in that aspect. So we also touch on our family history as well. Those emotional charges that can still live within our body that sometimes many times we don't even realize that it's there in the background running these programs. Why we're so irritated or frustrated by certain things. Sometimes there's something's communicating inside of our body that once we can go and find those deep roots, I guess pluck those deep roots, bring them to surface, they can really lose the emotional charge once we've made sense of that situation, those stories from before we were even 7, that still lives within our body. It's still alive within our body. So deep into nervous system regulation, understanding like what does that even mean? And then how do we regulate the awareness? How do we catch ourselves? What are the early body cues and sensations that we actually feel in our body? Sometimes we can even become so disconnected from how it feels in our body. We don't even recognize it before it's happened. So those like awareness around that, and then also tools to help regulate back to a balanced state so that we can show up as our grounded, peaceful, loving energy that we could all use in those hard moments. So we also get really deep into play, which is the language of our children, how they interpret and understand our world and make sense of everything. We also get into anger and aggression, really understanding that deeper at the core. So we also go really deep into boundaries and loving limits in alignment with our family core values so that we're so crystal clear on why we're doing what we're doing. So when outside influences or people have opinions or judgments on how we're doing what we're doing or something to say about it, we're so crystal clear in our why and what we're doing. We're so grounded in it that it just doesn't faze us in the way that it can sometimes.